welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. And today is kind of a fun one. We're going to be going to one of my favorite buildings in Kansas City. They've got a big IMAX theater there. We're going to the Union Station to check out Lightyear. And what are your feelings on this movie? What are you expecting to get from this movie?
I mean, it's Pixar, so I mean, it's not going to be bad. I enjoy Pixar movies.
Yeah.
You know, they're very high quality and they're very entertaining. So I'm going into this with a positive attitude, thinking it's going to be a cute, fun movie that has a lot of entertainment and some laughs.
Right. I mean, I'm kind of expecting the same. I'm not expecting I don't know if you'd say a typical Pixar film. I'm kind of expecting this to be more of like an action film, a sci-fi, just more fun than substance. A lot more flash, a lot more than you know, your usual Pixar fare.
Right.
I'm not expecting to walk out of the theater crying like a baby. You know, that's what you normally get with Pixar.
Right.
So, all right, well, guys, anyways, we're going to go check this film out. Lightyear is would you call it an origin story?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess you would. So it's not the Buzz Lightyear that you know from Toy Story. That's the toy of the real Buzz Lightyear. So the real Buzz Lightyear, that's the movie Buzz Lightyear. So this is about the real man Buzz Lightyear, not the toy Buzz Lightyear, and he's voiced by Chris Evans, which you were awfully excited about.
Yes, I'm a very large fan of Chris Evans.
Even in the animated form.
Yes, everything Chris Evans.
You just kind of close your eyes and you can listen to his voice.
Still, yeah.
You just picture Captain.
Yeah.
Just no matter what throughout the whole thing, it's just like, that's my Captain. Yeah, that's what she's going to be thinking. All right, so let's get out the door. Let's get down there. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back with our review of Lightyear. Okay, guys, we are back, and I'm going to let Charming Amy start off. So, what were your feelings on the film?
I really did enjoy the film. It was a fun, pretty much like how you said. It was just basically a fun, action-packed, cute little movie that did have quite a few laughs. There was a couple of characters that I really enjoyed. One of them was a little animatronic cat.
Oh, yeah, Socks. Socks was... I'm not going to say Socks was my favorite, because I honestly kind of liked them all.
They were very, very good characters, but
yeah.
I really like Socks. But overall, the movie, it was really well animated, had a lot of good action, and the storyline was well put together. You know, it was a pretty standard Pixar movie. At least for me, it was.
It was a Pixar quality.
Yes.
It's definitely standard Pixar quality.
That's right.
When it comes to the heartstrings, I feel like they had a little, but not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I can tell you, I didn't have the emotional connection to this movie as a lot of other people would, maybe like somebody like you, because I don't have kids, and two, the original Toy Story came out in 1995, I believe.
Yeah,
And I was in high school, and so Toy Story, they're cute. I've seen the movies, but, going into adulthood, and this kind of the same feeling for me. It's just like, it's fun, it's cute, but, I prefer more the Pixar movies that have the heartstrings, more like Turning Red.
I saw Toy Story in theaters when I was a sophomore in college. I'm a nerd. I mean, we've well established this. I mean, I'm an Eagle Scout. I like watching Disney films, and I do like some cold-blooded killer stuff too. So don't think I don't got no edge. I just got a heart, man. I got a heart, and I do love me some Pixar. You know, my kids were little in the heyday of Pixar, as I consider it. You know, Bug's Life and Monsters Inc. And not that they're not still making fantastic films, but the ones that made them famous.
Right.
You know, those are the ones that I know and love. I probably know Cars forward and backwards, and Cars not necessarily one of my favorites, but
right.
I'm just saying that I have seen that movie so many times.
Cars, like just the first movie Cars, a whole time of once.
Oh God, I can quote it, and it's not because I want to.
So I'm just saying, like, during most of my adult life, I've not been as into animation as probably you are, but I'm starting to get into it more now that, you know, we have Disney Plus. And you know, and I picked up and I'm like, I'm bored. I'm gonna watch Encanto. I loved it.
It was really good.
I'm gonna turn and watch Turning Red. I love that one too. So you know, it's I really like the movie Buzz Lightyear.
Just Lightyear.
Yeah, just Lightyear.
Yeah, just Lightyear.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
But anyways, I liked it, but for me, I didn't have as much of a connection to it as I possibly did other movies that, you know, I could relate to personally.
No, and I completely understand that. And like there were moments, and I'm not saying that this film is completely void of any type of nostalgia or heart or soul, and it's just a bunch of flash. It's just not the same. It's like an action film.
It is.
It's the same kind of heartstrings that get pulled in. You know, it's pretty close to you know, I Love You 3000 kind of.
Yeah.
You know, it does hit the heart, but it doesn't. That's not all the film is. You know, it's not as emotional as your typical Pixar fare. It's not soul. It's not like you were saying, Turning Red. It's not like that.
Yeah,
it's more
soul
fun.
made me cry.
Yeah, this is an action film.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even really like The Incredibles, because even though The Incredibles are an action film, it still has that Pixar family heart. You know, this film doesn't really have. You know, I'm not going to say it doesn't have a message. Again, it's there.
It does.
It's more like a let's all work together and be friends.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it does.
Our differences make us stronger. I would say.
And us growing together and the place that we are, and having a life where we are and being happy with that.
Yeah.
Is kind of one of the themes too.
Yeah, definitely. Home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what the driving theme of the film is, and it's really, really, really well done.
It is.
When we saw it in the IMAX, and guys, see this movie in something like an IMAX. The animation is ridiculously good. Everything Pixar does, they just get better and better with the animation. This film, in moments, you kind of fall out of it. You forget that it's an animated film, and you think that you're watching a typical, you know, well, I don't want to say typical, but you're watching a
space
sci-fi movie. Yeah, a live action space sci-fi movie. It really pulls you in. It keeps you, you know, it keeps you focused. We were in a theater filled with children, and yes, there were random, but not a lot.
Not a lot, no.
The kids were entertained. They were keeping their butts in the seats.
Yeah, and another thing I do think I really like about the movie is the sense of humor that they had with some of the characters. I will tell you, Taika Waititi is in this movie, and he brings his A game to that character, and it just cracks me up. If you like Taika Waititi and his sense of humor, you'll enjoy the movie, because one of his characters in it just had me rolling. And between that and just the robotic sense of humor of Socks just killed me too.
There's so much great humor in the film. It really is, and it's not like, you know, we mentioned Taika Waititi, we mentioned the robotic cat, but the humor isn't just on those characters.
No, it's an
Everybody
interaction.
does it. Yes. And it's great to watch, you know, Chris Evans' character, you know, Buzz Lightyear, has a great story arc, too. He does a great job of, you know, the character developing. I don't believe that Evans has a lot of voice acting experience.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if he was on the What If show, but I don't know if this was his first animated film, but I don't believe he has a lot of experience, and great. Did a great job. Taika Waititi, of course, he has the experience. I'm not familiar with the other voies.
I'm not either, but
I guess I could look it up, but I'm not going to do that while I'm sitting here. But anyways, guys, I don't think no spoilers. Yeah, I don't think we really need any spoilers on this one.
Not really. now?
You know, the story is pretty much just like it is in the trailer. Buzz is trying to, they're stranded on this planet, and they need a new hyperdrive, and Buzz is testing the hyperdrive over and over, and he ends up traveling to each time.
Yeah, they do talk about that kind of in the trailer, that he ends up in the future. But I think that's probably as far as we really need to go with that.
Yeah, with the story. So, but that's basically the story. When I first saw the trailer, I'm like, okay, so it's Buck Rogers. So they made Buck Rogers. But no, it's not. It's more than that. It really is. It goes in a little bit more. It's not just Buck Rogers, if that's what you think. And I really do. I truly feel this is a film that needs to be experienced in theaters. You need to see it on the big screen. Really take in the beauty of the animation. And it's just is. It's one of those big budget films that you really should go see in the theaters. Take everything in. It's not just the picture, the sound, you know, the environment, having the people around you.
And it has a nice tone to it too. The whole theme of it is very pleasing.
Yes, everybody leaves the theater with a smile on their face. It's a good time. So that's it. That's all I got to say about it. I thoroughly was entertained. I had a great time. There are some eagle-eyed fans are going to notice some Easter eggs. Again, not going to spoil any for you. It's fun to find them. See if you can find them. It's a good time. There are some in there. I was picking them out when I was watching and enjoying it. So keep your eyes open. But all right, that's all I got, guys. It's a solid, see it in theaters, check this one out, take the kids, take grandma, take grandpa, everybody's gonna have a good time.
It's fun.
It's fun. So, alright guys, thanks again for checking out the Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.